In our continuing series on elevators, we have been talking to many players, many SME players, about the advantages, especially to do with price advantage. But today we have the biggest player in the SME sector for elevators, and he would talk to us about the customization and the innovations that have happened in the entire sector of elevators. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajagopalan, for being with us. So let me begin by asking you, essentially, what are the basic innovations that have happened in the elevator business in India?
Innovation in the sense customers are to be transported vertically, that is the basic requirement.
Absolutely.
And somebody does hydraulically, somebody does with roping, somebody does gearless, somebody does with gear elevators. Whereas in 2006 onwards, we are sticking to only gearless elevators. We have not put afterwards any geared elevator in India.
And what are the major benefits, sir, about the gearless system?
Gearless is consuming less power compared to the gear drive, and at least it is 30-35% lesser power in gearless.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we made a system to work in such a way that in case of anybody opening the brake by mistake to rescue the people, those who got in between
Correct.
due to electricity fail or component failure, whatever it may be, they have to relieve them. When they are relieving, the motor may pick up very high speed. We have put some system in that under any circumstances it will not run away, it will go in the...
Essentially, you're saying that when there is a power failure, there is sudden jerk in the moment. Correct? That's essentially what
No, that is another one.
Okay.
This is what I am telling is why we have went up for gearless motor is, gearless drive is, when somebody opened the drive, those who are not connected with the elevator, during rescue operation, when they remove the person by opening the brake and they rotate the machine, that time, if you are not careful, the elevator may pick up very high speed.
Yes.
We made system in such a way that it will not happen. It will go with the rail speed only. When you push, that time, that will move, otherwise it will not. It will be going with the rail speed wherever the road is more.
So essentially, sir, it would be both safety as well as convenience. Isn't it? The comfort of
That is one of the reasons we have been with the gearless drive.
I see. So what about the evacuation elevators, which I think you have been into the business of evacuation?
Now what happens is, not in Bombay, in place of evacuation, I would like to go through people get injury when the high speed elevators are running in suburban or in rural areas like Bombay or any other places.
Correct.
So there what happens is power failure is very often.
Okay.
When power failures are very often, the speed 2.5 meter, 4 meter, 3 meter speed, the stopping jerk will be very high.
Okay.
People may get their knee injured, somebody may get a hip injured.
Correct.
So all these things should be avoided. So we have innovated a thing, online ARD. The online ARD is such that, suppose you are going with 2.5 meter per second.
Okay.
Traveling in the elevator now.
Okay.
This will continue at the 2.5 meter per second, and it will identify which floor it should stop. It calculates in itself and the able floor. It will stop automatically and open the door, and then announce power failure, please exit.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Okay. But in case of fire, in case of evacuation attempts, essentially I think the new regulation which has come, where you will have to have an external...
Yeah, now for the time being, Bombay and Thane, CFO are pressurizing. Pressurizing, they made it as a rule that each building which is more than 75 meter height should be 70 or 75 meter height should be with evacuation elevator. That evacuation elevator has to be outside the building with a staircase, and you should open at the middle landing of every floor. not on the levels, middle landing.
But this will be different from the usual elevators which are
Yes,
already.
yes, naturally.
Okay. Okay.
And it has got 2 hours fire rating, including the vision panel.
Oh, well,
And the doors are fire rated for 2 hours. So and it must have a telephone exchange in the lift inside.
Okay.
Inside person can contact outside. Every floor they can contact.
Okay.
They can call. If the fire is there, you please come out to this staircase. We will take you. So likewise announcement they will do common announcement also and personal announcement also.
I see. And sir, where have you already installed this in any place, or is it?
No, still these rules and regulations are going here, there. So not yet, but it is a must according to CFO. So
see.
people are trying to find out various means. Somebody says now we can put. It depends upon the permission what CFO has given. Permission is suppose old building.
Mm-hmm.
Now they are telling you put old building also. You put one elevator as a evacuation elevator in the existing elevator system. They cannot build outside.
Correct.
So they want to have an evacuation elevator in one of the elevators.
Okay.
3 elevators are together. In one elevator you convert it as the evacuation elevator. That must have a separate air curtain so that something every floor.
Oh, I see.
So that fire does not go.
Oh, I see. Actually, this is beneficial for both the residents as well as the firefighters. Right? Because I guess many of them lose their lives in every incident that happens. Every incident that happens. So what about this online rescue device? What is that?
Online
Rescue device?
rescue devices that when power goes off, it does not stop the elevator.
Oh, that's what you explained.
Yes.
I
It
see.
will not stop the elevator. It will continue with the same speed and stop at the appropriate place.
So very often we hear from project managers of real estate companies who say that the SME manufacturers are very good in customization of elevators. Essentially, elevator itself is completely customized. Everything is customized. The sizes, the flooring, and the number of floors, and everything. Now, in case of SMEs, why is that advantage so good with SMEs?
So if we give personal attention, we are not working on volume of elevators. We are not competing with multinationals. We are doing whatever the best possible to the customers we will provide.
Okay.
So we have enough time, enough engineering time to design and make it compatible to the customers.
Okay, so in case of various government norms which are there for elevators, what are the basic norms that you would like to see changed, which can help the business as well as real estate companies?
Now India is also already back up and it is getting changed as per EN 81. EN 81 is the
Correct.
toughest rules and regulations
According to the
European standard.
Correct.
So India is also following towards that.
Yes.
Many of the European codes have been already taken in, and some of them will be slowly coming in.
But sir, that is not the government norm, isn't it? That's the manufacturers are insisting on that, or is it the government norm as well?
Government norm is also.
Is also.
IS is based on that.
I see. And so what has been the effect of RERA on real estate developers who have to insist on quality?
Not only that, RERA is advantage for small players. They quickly deliver and get completed the job.
Timely delivery of.
Timely deliver and timely completion, everything. But
Okay.
big player, I'm not sure they will be able to withstand.
I see. And I guess even the economic downturn in the real estate sector, as well as the general economic downturn, has affected the bigger players much more than the SMEs, right? I mean, SMEs are somehow managing to survive in this tough time.
No, not like that, but see, SME's requirement of quantity is lesser than what big players are. Big players somehow they have to feed their factory. So they are looking for big orders. Whereas we are having very small quantity, like 300, 500 is not very big thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we are getting in and we are going on.
So can you also tell us about the scaffoldless installation of elevators?
We have recently completed 37 floors and 45 floors. Of 25 elevators are 45 floors and 25 elevators are 37 floors. There is travel is 120 meters.
Is this in Mumbai?
Mumbai and Thane.
Okay.
So Mumbai, in one place we have completed 25. In another Thane, we took two places we have completed.
Okay.
Around 25.
And what does this scaffolding less?
There is no scaffolding like from ground floor to top floor. So we are using in winch or our own elevator materials and from there we do all hoisting and everything. All reports are going on together simultaneously.
Essentially, there will be just a platform for.
Platform is moving platform, whatever platform.
I see. Sir, can you also tell us about the effect of having no industry association for elevators? Because I guess the elevators don't come under the IGBC regulations, right? To
No,
get the benefit of the green buildings.
I cannot say they don't have. They are a part of electrical association in India, and they have office at Delhi also. They are members, but effectively they don't take any action favoring industry or tax-wise or manufacturing-wise, customer. Nothing they have
Mr.
done.
Rajagopalan, that is actually very surprising because today the end user as well as the architect and entire new generation of home buyers as well as commercial building occupiers, they are all insisting on green buildings.
I was also a chairman of this Elorama,
Okay.
but no effectiveness. I was there for 1 month and whatever the decision has been taken is overruled by our own members. So I resigned from the post. It is useless.
Okay.
See, we want to make our industry strong. And here individual want to make their individual company should be very strong. So
There is no midway for both of them to benefit, the industry as well
no,
as the.
not at all. Now small people like SMEs is also not yet joined, but there is a federation coming up, but not to that effect.
So there are two things here. First of all, when it comes to IGBC ratings, how can things change? Because I believe the elevators also now generate power,
Yes.
right? So it actually should contribute a huge amount to the green building movement.
At least we can give back around tall building more than 45% power back. If I am consuming 100 units, I can give 45 units back.
Really?
40%? Yeah. Morning I always take. Evening I always give. Morning peak hours in commercial establishment, not the system. So people are moving up direction with full load. So that time I am consuming.
Has in the elevator manufacturers ever made any kind of representation to the government or the IGBC to include elevators in the scheme of things?
See, they say that elevator must be should not use oil, should not use power, they should not heat. We are doing all these things. We are not using oil in high-speed elevator.
Absolutely.
We are not having what do you call it? Heat generation.
Correct.
We have some regeneration,
Correct.
and we don't spoil the environment.
Absolutely right.
So that helps green building. That is what exactly they want.
Absolutely.
That we are meeting it, but still there is no mark available for elevator.
Even internationally, there is no.
No.
That's a sad part, Mr. Rajagopalan. Now let me ask you about the uniformity of norms all over the country. That's one complaint that we often get from elevator manufacturers in the SME sector, that there are so many norms in various states. It's not just with elevators, even with other accessories also. What applies here in Mumbai will not apply in Northeast, Chennai, Bangalore. Everybody has.
Yes. Different state makes different rules. Different CFO makes different CFO rules.
Sir, can I ask you one thing? RERA was an idea to bring about uniformity of norms, where the government will give a recommendation and all the states will have to formulate their laws according to that recommendation.
RERA
Even
is,
fire.
RERA is mainly for
Correct.
controlling this one.
And
And they, buyers are not cheated. That
Absolutely.
is the main aim of RERA.
absolutely.
They do not have any control over FSI, now over what type of elevator should be provided, how many elevators should be, they have this concern.
Yes, sir, I understood that. What I'm saying is that should there be a kind of recommendation coming from the central government, which will be binding on the state governments on elevators? Is that the idea that you are promoting?
No,
So that there will be uniformity?
For example, now what you are saying,
Uh-huh.
every state is against the central law which is being made. You
Absolutely.
can see,
Absolutely.
though it is good for everybody, but they refuse.
Absolutely.
So state Kerala has made its own amendment, the Bengal is also, Punjab is also following. Anything you make good, that is against.
Some people say there is too much of democracy in India.
That is too bad.
Sir, can you also now tell me about the last question would be, what kind of advice would you give architects and project managers of real estate, construction? Because often we have noticed that the architects would keep the leftover place when
For the
there is
elevators.
for the elevators.
Generally.
But sir, the developers will, advertise so much about the kind of elevators they have, the kind of luxury they have, all that. But their priority while construction is going on is very low.
See, there are, all the elevator companies are ready to share with the builders or the architects the traffic analysis for that building. And the builder has to provide to the architect, or architect has to provide to the elevator company all information like how many flats, each flat will have how many people, what is the population per floor, what is the population per building, then what will be the guest coming in, going
Correct.
out.
Correct.
All these things they provide, we can give the first class elevator technology to them. How many lifts, what speed, how many passengers.
So essentially you're saying that right from the blueprint stage, you
Yes,
should be
generally nobody consents. Few builders, they have a system in that and they take from us. Mostly 90% you can say they don't consult anybody. Whatever the architect gives in that they put in it. And architects are produced for that. And they follow the old dimensions for IS.
Why is that so, sir?
See, high-speed elevator requires more place than. See, previously our India was having only manual operation.
Correct.
And speed is not more than 1.5.
Correct.
Now today people are making 7 meters per second in India. The shaft cannot be maintained as it is. For 20 passengers, this is the shaft provided by IS. You can't maintain that. If you give that shaft, passenger will come down to 17, 18.
Oh, okay.
So for that they should consult the new norms, EN 81. And elevator companies also, most of the companies, they fail to educate the architect.
Essentially you're saying that there should be kind of education of the
Education.
architects as well as project managers in this regard.